Hello, welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, fair enough. Fuck, that's bad. Okay, today I'm going to be talking to you about my October / Gothtober TBR. I haven't filmed in ages, so if I look nervous, it's probably because I am. But I am doing Gothtober this year, and I am so excited. So I've never really celebrated Halloween or like spooky season or whatever. Never really done it. It's not a thing where I'm from, but since I moved to the UK, like spooky season, I'm all about it. When my friend Hannah, as well as Olivia and Tish, who are all linked down below, came up with Gothtober, I was like, I need to do this. I need to do this. And I'm also going to be like participating in some of the events, so if you are interested in seeing that, please follow the Gothtober Twitter, because we'll all be announced on there, and I'm super excited about it. So for Gothtober, there are 3 like routes you can take: Team Angel, Team Demon, and if you kind of want to be Switzerland, join Lady Death. Lady Death is my good friend Hannah, and I am joining her prompt. Lady Death is basically a combination of both of the teams, as well as just a little bit of space. For this, I decided to challenge myself and do a massive fucking TBR, because why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I pick a massive TBR just after Magical Readathon, which also, by the way, chef's kiss, didn't make a video about. I'm gonna go through my TBR with you. Now, I am filming this on the 2nd of October, which means I've already finished a book. I am patting myself on the shoulder of that, but excuse me. So one of the prompts, or 3 of the prompts rather, are set for the same for every single team that you're in. Whether you're in Team Demon, Team Angel, or the Switzerland of Lady Death, there are 3 prompts that you have to fill, which are LGBTQ+ rep, BIPOC rep, as well as disability rep. I've picked different books for every prompt, and that includes those. For LGBTQ, I have chosen Blackout by a bunch of authors, which I will read out to you. Danielle Clayton, Tiffany D. Jackson, Nick Stone, Ashley Woodfolk, Angie Thomas, and Nicola Yoon. And as far as I know, it's about a heat wave, which maybe doesn't sound very gothy, but plunges New York into darkness and sparks fly for 13 teenagers caught up in the blackout. That is all I know about it. It's a really short one, part of the reason that I put it on here, and I just really wanted to support all these authors because they're all fantastic and I haven't read enough by them, so I figured I would put this small one on there. Then for the BIPOC rep, I have chosen Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. All I know is spooky. Something about, there's like a house, it's a little bit spooky. It's typical Gothic, like it's in the title, that's one thing, but also she has to go somewhere, the main character has to go somewhere to try and solve a kind of a mystery kind of thing, and that just makes me very excited. Once again, I know very little about this, but it's been on my TBR for I think a year now. I wanted to read it last October and then I didn't, and then I've just kind of been saving it for this October. Then for the disability rep, I am reading The Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Booley, and I once again know very little about this. All I know is that Hannah over at Ludette M fucking loved this book and really recommended it and said this is amazing, you need to read it, and it also fits for the disability rep prompt. So that is what I'm doing. I genuinely don't know what this is about. It fits into the BIPOC rep as well, but I prefer to just read diversely anyway, so finding a book for the BIPOC rep was really easy. It was disability that I do struggle with more, so if you've got any recommendations for disability rep in books, I would really like to know it. Both physical as mental learning disabilities, neurotypical protagonists in books. I'd love to read more of it, so if you have any recommendations, please pop them in the comments below. What I'm reading, I haven't read it yet, for Consequences, which I think is quite fitting, is Good Omens by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. I watched the series with what are their names? Michael Sheen and David Tennant, obviously. I've seen the series and I really loved it, so it's about time that I read this. If you don't know what this is about, it's basically about Aziraphale and Crowley, who are literally like an angel and a demon, who end up kind of fucking up and having to save the world. Also, it feels very gay. It's maybe not officially LGBTQ, but I'm counting it. I love the series. I don't know if I'm gonna love this, but I'm hoping that's gonna be just as good. Though Neil Gaiman's writing hasn't always done it for me. Everything that's been adapted from his writing, I've loved. So I loved Good Omens, I loved Stardust. I'm really looking forward to Sandman, but I really struggled reading Stardust and I didn't get through the audiobook for Sandman, so I'm a bit scared. Another book that I'm reading for mythology is Who Fears Death by Nnedi Okorafor. Once again, Hannah raved about this. This is kind of like my theme, like, what am I going to read for Gothtober? Hannah like this? Oh fine, I'll read that then. For the dark romance prompt, I'm reading Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas. Once again, I know nothing. All I know is you are in the house and the house is in the woods. You're in the house and the house is in you. So it's a creepy, like, kind of like sentient house, which is also one of the prompts, and I'm pretty sure it is for the Angel board. I'm not entirely certain, but it has a dark romance in it. It's very slow, very gothic, so let's see how that goes. There's also a prompt that is called Crossroads, and for that I will be listening to Demon Road by Derek Landy. I've recently been listening to all the Skullduggery Pleasant books and I've really loved them, so I'm trusting Derek Landy with this prompt and with Demon Road, and it's an audiobook. It's one of the only audiobooks I'm reading this month, so I'm hoping that it's gonna be good enough. Really. Then this is the book that I've already read. This is for the monochrome, and basically this is just a book that is of which the cover is mostly monochrome, so 2 colours. Sad Ghost Club by Liz Meddings. I've already read this. I will give my full thoughts in a TBR, in a wrap-up video. I'm saying that now, I don't know if it's gonna happen. I guess this is me saying that we're gonna film a wrap-up. Do we trust me? Probably not. It is all about this person who feels like a ghost and is kind of spending the weekend alone, and there's lots of like mental health rep and how they kind of struggle with feeling invisible and feeling like a ghost, and it is really cutesy. I've already read it. I'm not going to go into any details, otherwise I will be spoiling kind of both what it's about and how I feel about it, but I've already read this, and yeah. And then the last book that I I'm already regretting. No, I'm not regretting it. I'm actually really enjoying it. That's a lie. That's a lie. The last book for Gothtober, there is one more book after this, which I am reading for a different thing, but I'll show it. I'll tell you in a minute. This is the book that I am reading for the sprayed edges prompt, Empire of the Vampire. So I really love this edition, and it's got these beautiful sprayed edges. So as you can see, it is absolutely stunning. I'm currently on page 112 out of 719. And it is really good so far. I'm really enjoying it. It is not at all what I expected. It's also my first J. Kristoff that I've ever read, so I had no clue what to expect. The plot has me hooked. I want to read more, and even though it is a little bit intimidating because of the sheer size of this fucking monster, it is really good, and I'm finding it a lot easier than I thought I would. Yeah, I'm really hoping to finish it this weekend, but considering it's now like 4 o'clock, yeah, 4 o'clock on a Saturday, I have doubts. Another thing that I'm reading this month is for our live stream, which is hosted on my channel every month, and it's Bevies and Books. So for Bevies and Books for October, we chose the theme horror, and we are reading a zombie inspired drink this month, whose name I've also forgotten because I'm just a scatterbrain today. Like the very typical gothic prompt of moving from one place to another, and it's always more spooky and something's going on. It's not all kosher and like, oh, what's going on in the house? I don't know. So yeah, that's this book. Anyway, that's my TBR for this month. I'm trying not to fit in anything else, but I am also listening to the new audiobook to The Fellowship of the Ring, which is narrated by Andy Serkis, and I'm currently listening to that when on my way to work and when I'm at work. So hopefully I'll also finish that this month, and I am probably going to fit in something else, maybe a next skullduggery. I always do this. I never stick to my TBR, and it's really bad. I need to stop doing it, but yeah, it's just something I do. So we'll have to see. But I am very tempted to try and actually finish the whole thing this month, especially because I just really want to support Hannah, Olivia and Tish, because this is already amazing, and all the work that they've put in with the boxes that they've made, which are all available, hopefully still. I'm not sure if they're still available, but if they are, they'll be linked down below on Hannah's website, which is Waypoint Books. A lot of gothic-y fun books will also be available there, so I got a bunch of mine from there, so please check it out. If you need any books to fill some prompts, you can go there. Also, I'm not sure if they'll be restocked, but if they are, Becca from Becca and the Books also made Gothtober candles, and we've got hands on the Angel and the Demon one, and we've got the Death one coming. The Angel and the Demon one are already some of my favourite candles I've ever smelled in my life, so I know I'm like doing like an ad. I'm not sponsored, like literally this is just, these are my friends and I'm really fucking proud of them for doing this, so I just want to shout it out because it's really fucking amazing, all the work they've put in, and it looks fantastic and I am so excited. So yes, that is my TBR for this month. If you want to see more from me, I've got Twitter and Instagram and everything linked down below, and I'll put all the resources or like links to the intro videos all down below in the description, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Bye. Boo. Oh.